I'm Filippo Moraschi, Community Manager and Strategist at Fox Finance. Fox Finance is a decentralized protocol that offers a wide range of decentralized tools. Everything started in 2021, thanks to the support of an Italian blockchain software house. We raised 3 million in the seed round, bringing a huge cap table with names like Borders Capital, Jump, Coinbase Ventures, OKX. And in November, we concluded also another round of another 3.2 million. Was a strategic Series A. In April 2022, 2 weeks before the Luna crash, the protocol went on mainnet. And the first deployment was on the Algorand blockchain and on EVM chain. And but over the years, a new idea has matured, a new vision, as we always wanted to expand and going in other chain, but in a way that wouldn't make sense, and not with the usual forking the protocol. Also because forking the protocol would have meant to redeploy the protocol from scratch, given that the different coding environment between the EVM and the Algorand virtual machine. So 2 years ago, we had the opportunity to build a new cross-chain lending protocol together in partnership with Chainlink and Wormhole. And before going deeper into the protocol architecture, I would like to give a brief overview of the today's situation. On my left side, we have the DeFi space. On the right side, the DeFi space with multi-chain application. And here I listed a few pros and cons of when you interact with this platform. So whenever users deposit funds through a centralized platform, you are basically giving up the ownership of your funds. Transparency is also a very important aspect, because in the recent years, the transparency aspect improved a lot, especially in the main centralized platform, but this problem still persists. Centralized authority, all the decisions are taken by a centralized entity, so the users don't have power on this. Regulatory compliance, the centralized platform must be regulatory compliance. This means that can prevent users from accessing a specific platform or specific features. But they are only one platform, so you can perform several operations, you can trade, you can do staking, liquid staking, leverage trading, you can send assets, you can even participate in pre-sale. And they have cross-chain support, so you just need to select the asset you want and the address you want to send the asset to. On the right side, we have the DeFi space, where basically nowadays the multi-chain apps are predominant. Before I want to explain what I mean with multi-chain. With multi-chain, we are referring to a same protocol that deployed the protocol in multiple blockchain. And these blockchain don't talk between each other. While with cross-chain, we are referring to deploying a protocol that can be accessed through multiple blockchain. So the pro of interactive DeFi apps is that they are permissionless, trustless. But nowadays, they are facing 2 main big issues. One is the liquidity fragmentation. As I mentioned before, the liquidity of the chain don't talk between each other. And the tool fragmentation. Because, for example, as a user, if I have an asset deposit as collateral in one protocol, and I want to borrow another asset in another chain, another protocol, I need to withdraw my asset. I need to bridge the asset over the chain. I want to take out the loan. I need to open a new protocol. I need to search for a new asset. So, and then, of course, I can redeposit my asset as collateral and take out a loan. And you can imagine how this is painful for a beginners or just a DeFi users, which is not Degen. That's why we built a fully cross-chain lending protocol using an hub and spoke architecture. So in the middle, there's an hub chain which handle all the business logic of the protocol, and around it there are Spock chains where people can interact with. For example, you can deposit an asset on Ethereum and borrow on Avalanche without dealing with bridge operation. So all the bridge operation are abstracted to the users. And this also works with, at the moment it's just EVM, but very soon we'll be working also with non-EVM chains, so you will be able to deposit on Solana and borrow on Avalanche natively. Other than improving the user experience, one of the important aspects is also it will improve the liquidity aspect. In this case, we made a simulation using as an example Aave, but this can be applied to any multi-chain protocol, and we took as example the USDC market, because every time there's a stablecoin liquidity, in particular USDC, this liquidity is borrowed. So, as I said before, in the multi-chain landscape, the chains don't talk between each other. So, for example, assuming the total amount of USDC liquidity on Aave is 1 billion, okay? But 700 million USDC is deposited in all the chains, and 300 million are on Arbitrum. Since the chain liquidity don't talk between each other, the maximum borrowable amount for the users is just the amount on Arbitrum, so 300 million. Instead, using the Fox Finance concentrated model, the maximum borrowable amount is 1 billion, because everything is aggregated in one place. So the users will be able to deposit from the chain they want. For example, you can deposit USDC from Avalanche, and it will go in a unique pool. And the users will be able to borrow from Arbitrum, and they will borrow that Arbitrum liquidity from the USDC pool, that USDC that they deposited from Avalanche. And also this improve the loan management, because you can repay the USDC loan from any chain you want. You can swap the collateral. You can reduce the collateral from the chain you want. So if I deposited my USDC as collateral from Arbitrum, I can even withdraw to Avalanche. If I use USDC as debt on Arbitrum, I can even repay it from Solana. So this process gives the highest flexibility to the users, and also helps to the standardization of the interest rates, since the pool is just one and not multiple. At Fox Finance, we are not only building a cross-chain lending protocol, but we are expanding also to other features, because we want to offer only one platform, a one-stop shop for users. So the cross-chain, we are offering cross-chain lending. We are also offering cross-chain swaps that can be used also in the lending market. So you can swap the asset you want from a chain A to a chain B. We will also offer cross-chain liquid staking, long and short, leverage liquid staking, and very soon we are also working on a mobile application with a credit card. One of the main advantages of working with cross-chain technology is that this will benefit also at the token level. Many of these cross-chain technology, we at Fox, we are working especially with Wormhole and Chainlink. We are using the technology, also CCTP from Circle. But the way the protocol is built is that it's very flexible in adding a new messaging layer technology. Like, for example, we'll be adding soon also layer 0. And all this messaging layer technology build their interoperable framework. For example, Wormhole has entity, Chainlink has CCT, and layer 0 has OFT. And this will benefit the token, because they will make it as cross-chain native token, which means that users will be able to move the token between chains in a native way without dealing with wrapped version. It will work by just using a burn and mint function. So every time a user initiates a transaction, the asset is burned on the search chain and minted on the destination chain. These allow also cross-chain composability, because in any chain the asset is deployed, this maintain the property. These allow also cross-chain governance, which means that users can participate in governance operation from the chain they are holding the token. So it's not mandatory and it's not necessary to perform the operation in only one chain, but this can be adopted from any chains. And the AI, it can offer also concentrated liquidity model, which means that the example I mentioned before with USDC can be applied to any token that adopt this interoperable framework. For example, the Fox token, which is not issued yet, it will be one of the first native cross-chain token, both EVM and non-EVM. One of the most used use case in the cross-chain space are cross-chain swaps and cross-chain aggregator, which means that you can swap a token A in a chain A to a token B from to a chain B without dealing with bridge operation. It's just a few click operation, and this will obviously improve the user experience because you just need to interact with a unique interface, and yeah, you don't need to do like multiple operation for just doing a swap operation. At Folks, we are also working, as I mentioned before, in a mobile app. We noticed that not many protocols, DeFi protocol, have a proper DeFi mobile experience. And we also noticed that many people interact with mobile devices more than web app users. So we decided to build this easy-to-use mobile app because we want to attract Web2 people and also beginners, DeFi beginners, yeah, giving a fully customized experience that it will be more easy to use. And yeah, and attached to the mobile app, we will also be able, we will also issue a credit card that will use the Fox Finance lending market. So you will be able to use your asset as collateral, and you will take out a loan and this loan will be used for your for the user's everyday purchases. One of quick mention on this, but it's very important. I will never stress enough on this. The security of the protocols are very important, especially when you deal with new technology. At Fox, we did several audits. We did several economic review of the protocol. We were also among the first partners of Immunify, which is the leading bug bounty platform. We organized their first bug bounty hackathon. We also have an open bug bounty, so if you are a white hacker, you can go through Immunify and try to hack our code. Yes, but this should be the standard for any DeFi protocols. Yeah, quick mention on the team. We are 20 members. 80% are Italian. We have yeah, we are decentralized because we also have our CTO is in London. We have a lot of people from America, from the CS region. So yeah, we are kind of decentralized, but yeah, we are based in Italy. Thank you very much for your attention. Feel free to ask any question.
Thank you so much thanks for the presentation. We don't have any questions on the board. Does anyone in the public have a question? Okay, a question, the gentleman at the back.
What are your competitors right now? I think that who is doing something like that is, I don't remember, Aave is not integrating swaps. So
No, yeah, exactly. Right now, if I have to be honest, there are no competitors. There are only few, but they don't have the composability, the knowledge of the Fox Finance team. I mean, the Fox Finance team built, we built this protocol in a way that at the moment is not replicable by other projects. Probably There will be projects that will adopt something similar. I know that there are, for example, projects in testnet that are trying to replicate something like this. But in the meantime, this cross-chain protocol went on live on mainnet last year. So in the meantime, we collected feedback since it was very innovative, and we know where we can improve it. We are also working on the feature of the protocol, which will be more composable. So I would say, like, as competitors in the cross-chain space, no. But obviously, yeah, there are multi-chain competitors like Aave, Morpho, Compound. So yes, these multi-chain protocol that are where the liquidity rely.
And what is your revenue model? How much do you get on swaps and deposit and loans? And
so basically, the revenue model is like any lending protocol. So you have a retention rate on the interest repayment from the user. So a share of the interest repayment go to the depositor and a share to the protocol. We also have a revenue comes from our liquid staking. We are the main liquid staking provider on Algorand. We also have a revenue from the swaps. We built our own router, and we also have a revenue from the leverage liquid staking, from the leverage trading, which is using the lending market, and yes, soon also we will be able to have revenue with our token. Hopefully, we are working to issue at the end of July, or if it's not July, in September. It's just a matter of technical things, because since I mentioned before, it will be both non-EVM and EVM natively.
do you use LeFi as a router for this?
Yes, exactly.
So you built the fee on top of LeFi?
Yeah, there's just a small fee on LeFi, while on Algorand we built our own Fox router.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Is that a question, sir?
So how easy it is to actually add a new chain, for example?
Very easy. I mean, it depends on which chain. For example, the VM chains are very easy to implement, but there are a few requirements. We need the chains to be supported by messaging layer technology. So we need the chains that is supported by Wormhole and CCP by Chainlink. CCTP for USDC is not mandatory because it works only with USDC. So yes, the chain must be supported by CCP and Wormhole. And then yes, then there's evaluation based on BD, business development decisions. But yes, in terms of integration, is pretty easy to implement. Like it just take a couple of days.
Do you have any more questions? Okay, I have a question. I think one of the biggest challenges that we have in the industry is fragmented liquidity, and I think you're aiming to solve it. So I'm just wondering on what's your prediction? Like how do you see the space evolving, and do you think that we'll reach that point when fragmented liquidity is not a topic that we discuss anymore, or it's not something as important and we focus on the applications that we can build on top of blockchains?
No, so the liquidity fragmentation problem is very important, but not many users notice it. We at Fox, we are trying now to push this the message. I also shown in the previous slide that the concentrated liquidity model of Fox compared to the current multi-chain application is way more efficient. So let's say, for example, when an institution comes, they see that there's like a huge improvement and greater liquidity efficiency in cross-chain protocols compared to multi-chain apps. And also, like for example, the cross-chain native tokens will be adopted by any protocols in future. So it will be a standard. So every time a protocol will issue a token, this will be issued in several chains and not in just one. so yes, at Fox we are fixing the concentrated liquidity problem because the protocol is already live and it's already work. So it's just a matter of pushing the good message on this and the spread that this is more beneficial to users. Yes.
Thank you. Do you have any more questions? I have one tricky, I would say challenging questions about your tokenomics, but I don't know enough about it, if I have to be honest. But why do you need a token? I feel like a lot of protocols nowadays would launch a token. What was the justification behind you launching your own token?
So basically, okay, every protocol needs a token to build an economics behind the protocol and to, let's say, attract more users. Usually, the protocol issue token for governance, to give the users voting power. The Fox token will be like the full center of the protocol. So it's not just a normal governance token, but it will have several features that will impact also in their cross-chain operation. And I cannot spoil too much at the moment, but yes, it will be something big. We're working hard to give a lot of value to the token. But yes, I mean, in general, a lot of people use the token, or maybe even like as a exit liquidity, or just as a governance token that people use it for just voting and that's it. But it's not the case at Fox. So if you give like a proper economy at the token, this will benefit the protocol. Otherwise, it will just give damage to the protocol. Yeah.
Thank you. That was fantastic. I assume no more question. No one thought of a meaningful and very well formulated question while I was asking my questions. I see smiles, no questions. Okay. That's acceptable. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Filippo. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing.